Today's lecture is about one important part of rocks. We call it sedimentary rock, and uh, there are many factors that carry all those broken particles of the solid rock, such as rivers, oceans, winds, and rain, carry the eroded particles of the rock, and those particles we call them detritus, which they are fragments of rocks and minerals. And if the transporting current of this water is strong enough, the particles will drop out in the process of sedimentation. This type of deposition is clastic sedimentation. So the first type of sedimentary rocks here is clastic sedimentary rocks. When this material is dissolved, or those particles are dissolved and chemically precipitate from the water, we call this type here chemical sedimentation or chemical sedimentary rocks. And if we have living organisms that extract ions dissolved in water to create their shells and bones, this type of sedimentation we call it biochemical sedimentation or biochemical clastic sedimentary rocks, because here we have action of biology of organisms. Last type is accumulation of plant matter, such as the bottom of swamps. We call this type as organic sedimentation or organic sedimentary rocks. We have four major types of sedimentary rocks: clastic sedimentary rocks, chemical sedimentary rocks, biochemical sedimentary rocks, and organic sedimentary rocks. Each one of them has a specific factor. The clastic one needs transportation and mechanical work. Chemical sedimentary rocks, it involves chemical reactions, dissolving or so on. Biochemical sedimentary rocks, as we discussed before this one, and organic, which involves the organism. And the information or the formation of clastic sediment and sedimentary rocks have 5 processes. Weathering, which is the first step to transform solid rock into smaller fragments or dissolved ions by physical and chemical weathering. And erosion comes later. Erosion is many processes which act together to eat the Earth's surface or to lower the surface of the Earth. It begins the transportation process by moving the weather products away from the source rock. And this can take place by different means, like gravity, sliding, frog falls, running water, by wind, or by moving ice. But be careful here to know that erosion overlaps transportation. What does it mean this? It means that sometimes when you have erosion is taking place, in the same time transportation is taking place, or vice versa. The third process here is the transportation by sliding down slopes or by running water in streams, rivers, or ocean currents. And as much as you see the distance, if the distance is far away from the source, it will give you an indication about the energy of transporting medium, if it is high or slow. So, before the last one, we have the deposition. The sediment is deposited when the energy of transporting medium becomes too low to continue. Once the current doesn't have that energy, enough energy, so those particles will fall down and deposit. And if the transportation velocity or the speed becomes low, the sediment will fall out and deposit. The final sediment will give you an idea about the energy of transporting. Yes, the last picture on the right, you see the thin red line that shows the actual path of the water between the granules. Okay. Then sandstone layers can be valuable. Yes, they are valuable because they are reservoirs of oil and water and natural gas. Fine-grained rocks, they consist of silt and clay-sized particles, very small size of particles, called fine-grained rocks. And they have low porosity, so they hinder actually the movement of groundwater. They are not good for being a reservoir. Okay. Thank you very much. Next lecture, inshallah, we will continue with the classification of sedimentary rocks. See you then. Bye.